Hi everyone, Dr. Michael Corsells is here today. I want to talk to you about patient satisfaction. So this is a little bit different viewpoint. It's more from healthcare provider standpoint, from our perspective, on how we always try to have customer service as well, because medicine is a business. It's our jobs to keep you healthy. We want to do that, but we want to work together with you as a team. So you have to listen to our instructions, but we also have to listen to you. So, there's a lot of expectations when you go to the doctor's office, whether you see your doctor, naturopath, your PA, your nurse practitioner. There's certain expectations. So nowadays, there's an expectation when you go to your healthcare provider, you are going to walk out with a prescription or a supplement or a treatment recommendation because you paid your copay and you got to get your money's worth. So it's like when you go to Starbucks and you get a Jamba Juice instead, and so you're not satisfied. When you go to Starbucks, you're paying that $5 because you can customize that drink whatever way you want to make it specific for you. So when you go to your healthcare provider's office, there's going to be those expectations, but there still is a process. So if you come to someone for a cold, does that mean you come in, you see green phlegm, does that automatically mean antibiotic, Z-Pack? Nope. So there's a lot of things that we have to think about. Is this a virus or is this a bacterial infection? So antibiotics only work against bacteria. There's a lot of resistance to antibiotics, unfortunately. There's not a lot of new antibiotics out in the horizon, so we try to be selective on when we prescribe antibiotic because of that resistance that's developing. So are we going to give you a Z-Pack, which might being a placebo pack because it's really a virus, not a bacteria? And if you don't get that Z-Pack, are you going to be dissatisfied? Is there going to be some bad Yelp reviews coming up? Or if you come in for, you hurt your ankle and your provider didn't order an MRI and they wanted you to rest and ice and do some physical therapy. No prescription, no referral for imaging. What does that mean? Does that mean that your provider's not doing their job because they're like, I didn't get a prescription, I didn't get that referral? No, you got to trust your provider. They're like, based on your history and your exam, I'm recommending A, B, or C. If they're recommending PT, they're doing it for a reason, not to spite you. So you got to trust the judgment of your healthcare providers. So that's a hard thing coming from a provider. It's hard when we are nowadays the second opinion for a lot of patients because their first opinion was Google or WebMD. They're just going to you to confirm what they researched. However, you don't go to the Apple Genius Bar to get a second opinion from them. When I go to the Genius Bar for them to fix my iPad or MacBook, I'm like, hey man, that's all you. I have no experience with how to fix a laptop, so I trust their judgment. So us as healthcare providers, we have the expectation for the patient to trust our judgment. But at the same time, so here's the thing, we like to work as a team. We try to listen as best we can. I learn a lot from my patients. They do bring in some research, and I'll look at that research, and I've learned some new things from patients, and hopefully they've learned some things from me. But I'm hoping that there's not those expectations like, hey, I want a full body MRI because I think I have some type of cancer growing in there, because that's what WebMD says that I have. Based on this lump or rash or what have you. So you have to trust the system. We try not to be robots and follow a simple algorithm. Yeah, if you have strep throat, we'll follow a certain set of rules, what we've learned in medical school. But we still try to think outside the box too. Try to be holistic as far as our clinic goes. If someone's sick, if it's a virus or an antibiotic, need an antibiotic because it's a bacterial infection, we'll prescribe the antibiotic, but we'll also recommend, hey, you also need to boost your immune system with a certain vitamin or an herb, or reduce your stress because that's going to suppress your immune system, etc., etc. So we do try to think outside the box and not just be robots. So that's another perspective that we have that I want to convey to you guys today. So just to summarize, we like to work as a team. We do try to listen, but we hope you reciprocate and listen to our judgment and experience too. So sometimes we will order tests and that sort of thing. But we are open to suggestions as well. But ultimately, you got to let us do our jobs. So hopefully I'm not offending a lot of people that way. And I hope you give time to adjust to your healthcare provider, whether it's a new one, new to our practice. But it does take time for us to listen, for you to listen to us, to get used to our and develop a rapport and relationship. So hopefully this makes some sense, and I will talk to you guys later. Please let me know if you do have any comments or questions further about these things that I talked about. All right, you guys have a good day.